There is a hidden reason your soulmate feels so emotional lately, and no one around them understands it. Not their friends. Not their family. Not even the person they pretend to smile in front of every single day. But deep inside, something keeps pulling them back to you. And before this message ends, you are going to understand why their emotions have suddenly become impossible to control. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Right now, while you are listening to these words, your soulmate is fighting a silent emotional battle they never expected to feel. At first, they tried to ignore it. They distracted themselves. They stayed busy. They laughed when they were supposed to laugh. They acted normal when people looked at them. But every quiet moment led them back to one thought. You. And what shocks them the most, is that they cannot explain why your energy feels different from everyone else they have ever met. There is a reason for this. A hidden reason. A once-in-a-lifetime connection that has started awakening emotions they buried a long time ago. They thought they were emotionally strong. They thought they could move forward without looking back. But suddenly, your presence started appearing everywhere in their mind. Songs remind them of you. Random moments remind them of you. Even silence reminds them of you. And they hate how powerful this feeling has become. Because this is not a small crush. This is not temporary curiosity. This is something deeper. Something they cannot run away from anymore. Do not skip, because the next part changes everything. Your soulmate has been hiding emotions for longer than you realize. There were nights when they almost reached out. Moments when they typed messages, then deleted them. Moments when they stared at their phone, hoping somehow you would appear first. But fear stopped them. Not because they do not care. Because they care too much. And that is the hidden truth nobody sees. Their emotions became intense because your connection touched a part of their heart they protected for years. You awakened something real inside them. Something honest. Something dangerous to ignore. That is why they feel emotional without warning. One moment they seem perfectly fine. And the next moment, your memory completely takes over their thoughts. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because there is one detail your soulmate has never admitted to anyone. Sometimes, they pretend they are over you. But secretly, they search for signs about you everywhere. Your name catches their attention instantly. Your energy lingers in their mind long after the day ends. And even when they try focusing on someone else, their heart quietly returns to you again. That emotional pull is becoming stronger every single day. Stronger than logic. Stronger than distance. Stronger than pride. And recently, something changed inside them forever. They started realizing that losing you emotionally feels heavier than they expected. That realization shook them deeply. Because now they understand something terrifying. You are not easy to replace. And the moment they understood that truth, their emotions became impossible to hide. Do not skip. The final moments of this message carry something important. Your soulmate has been acting calm on the outside. But inside, their heart has been racing with questions. What if they waited too long? What if you slowly moved away emotionally? What if the connection they ignored becomes the one thing they regret forever? Those thoughts keep returning to them late at night. Again. And again. And again. Because your connection was never ordinary. And now, their emotions are forcing them to face the truth they kept avoiding. You matter more than they expected. Much more. And soon, very soon, the emotional wall around their heart may finally break in a way nobody saw coming. Stay close. Because the next part reveals what your soulmate is secretly planning, and why the emotional intensity around your connection is only beginning. A silent shift is happening inside your soulmate right now, and they are trying their hardest not to let anyone notice it. But they are failing. Because the emotions inside them are becoming too powerful to hide anymore. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate recently realized something that completely changed the way they see you. At first, they thought this connection was just another phase. Another passing emotion. Another temporary attachment. But then something unexpected happened. No matter how far they tried to move emotionally, their heart kept returning to you. Again. And again. And again. That scared them. Because people can ignore thoughts. But they cannot ignore feelings that return every single day. And now your soulmate is starting to understand that your connection was never ordinary. There is a reason they suddenly feel emotional at random moments. A hidden reason. A deep emotional awakening they never prepared for. Sometimes they sit quietly, pretending everything is normal. While inside, memories of you flood their mind without warning. And the strangest part? The smallest things trigger it. A voice. A place. A late-night silence. Even a random sentence can suddenly remind them of you and completely change their mood. Do not skip. Because what happens next is something they never expected. Recently, your soulmate started comparing everyone to you. And nobody matches your energy. Nobody gives them the same emotional feeling. Nobody creates the same peace mixed with intensity that they feel when thinking about you. That realization hit them harder than they admit. Because now they are questioning everything. They are wondering if pushing you away emotionally was the biggest mistake they could have made. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There were moments when they almost convinced themselves they had moved on. But then your memory returned stronger than before. Not softly. Not quietly. Powerfully. Unexpectedly. Like a wave they could not stop. And every time it happens, their emotions become even deeper. That is why they have been acting differently lately. More emotional. More distant sometimes. More thoughtful. More silent. Because their heart is processing feelings they can no longer ignore. And here is the shocking truth. Your soulmate secretly feels connected to you even during moments when you are not speaking. That emotional pull never fully disappears. It follows them everywhere. Even when they smile around others. Even when they try focusing on daily life. Even when they tell themselves to stop thinking about you. Your energy still lingers inside them. And they do not understand why it feels impossible to escape. Do not skip. The next revelation changes everything. A few nights ago, your soulmate had a moment of complete emotional clarity. For a brief second, they stopped fighting their feelings. And in that moment, they finally admitted something to themselves. They miss you more than they expected. Much more. Not just your presence. Not just your attention. They miss the emotional feeling they experienced with you. Because deep inside, you brought out emotions they thought were gone forever. Hope. Comfort. Excitement. Peace. And now that those emotions are returning stronger, their heart feels overwhelmed. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because your soulmate is getting closer to making an emotional decision that could completely change the connection between both of you. Right now, they are standing between fear and honesty. Fear tells them to stay silent. But their heart keeps pulling them toward you. And the more they resist, the stronger the emotions become. That is the hidden reason they feel so emotional lately. Your connection touched something real inside them. Something unforgettable. And soon, the silence around this connection may not stay silent anymore. There is something your soulmate has not told anyone, and the truth is becoming impossible for them to hide any longer. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has been carrying a silent emotional weight inside their heart, and recently, it started becoming heavier than ever before. At first, they believed time would erase these feelings. They thought distance would weaken the connection. They thought silence would help them move on emotionally. But none of that happened. Instead, the opposite happened. Every day that passed somehow made your energy feel stronger in their life. And now they are confused by how deeply connected they still feel to you. That realization changed everything. Because for the first time, they started wondering if this connection was meant to return no matter how much they tried to escape it. Do not skip. The next truth is something they never expected to realize. Your soulmate recently had a moment where your memory suddenly hit them harder than usual. It was unexpected. Completely random. But in that moment, their emotions became impossible to control. And the shocking part is, they smiled and became emotional at the exact same time. Because thinking about you no longer feels simple to them. It feels powerful. Like something unfinished still exists between both of you. That feeling has been following them everywhere lately. Even during quiet moments when nobody else notices. And now, they secretly wonder if you still feel the same connection too. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has been replaying old memories inside their mind repeatedly. Not because they want to stay in the past, but because their heart refuses to let those emotions disappear. There is one specific memory involving you that they cannot forget. It keeps returning to them during the late hours of the night. And every single time it returns, their emotions grow even deeper. That memory reminds them of how rare your energy truly was. How comfortable your presence felt. How natural the connection became without effort. And now they are starting to fear something silently. What if they never find that feeling again with anyone else? That question has been echoing inside their mind more than you realize. Do not skip. Because the next part reveals the emotional truth they are finally beginning to accept. Your soulmate used to believe they could stay emotionally detached forever. But then you appeared. And without even realizing it, you changed something inside them permanently. Now they notice your absence more than ever. The silence feels louder. The distance feels heavier. And the emotions they once tried hiding are slowly rising back to the surface. Sometimes they even catch themselves imagining future moments with you again. Moments they told themselves to stop dreaming about. But their heart continues returning to those thoughts naturally. Because deep down, they never fully let go emotionally. And that is the hidden reason their feelings have become so intense lately. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because your soulmate is approaching a turning point emotionally. A moment where pretending no longer feels possible. A moment where silence becomes harder than honesty. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. Your soulmate is beginning to realize that this connection may have entered their life for a reason far greater than they first believed. Not temporary. Not accidental. Not forgettable. Real. And the closer they get to accepting that truth, the more emotional they become. Soon, something inside them may finally push them toward the decision they have been avoiding for a very long time. And when that moment arrives, nothing between you and them may feel the same ever again. A powerful emotional truth is getting closer to the surface, and your soulmate can no longer pretend they do not feel it. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Right now, your soulmate is experiencing emotional moments they never thought would return again. Moments where your presence suddenly fills their mind without warning. Moments where they pause in silence and wonder why your connection still feels so alive inside their heart. And the more they try to understand it, the more emotional they become. Because this connection refuses to fade. That is the hidden reason behind everything they have been feeling lately. Not confusion. Not coincidence. A deep emotional bond they can no longer ignore. And recently, something happened that shook them deeply. They realized that no matter how many distractions surround them, your energy still reaches them emotionally. That realization changed the way they see everything. Do not skip. The next revelation may explain why your soulmate suddenly feels closer to you than ever before. Your soulmate has started noticing signs of you everywhere. Not because they are trying to search for you, but because their heart naturally drifts toward your energy now. A random moment becomes emotional. A simple memory suddenly feels meaningful. Even ordinary days begin reminding them of something connected to you. And slowly, they are beginning to understand something shocking. Their emotions are not temporary anymore. They are becoming real. Stronger. Deeper. More impossible to hide. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is one truth your soulmate has been avoiding for a very long time. They are afraid of how important you have become to them emotionally. Because once someone reaches that level inside your heart, nothing feels casual anymore. Every silence matters. Every memory matters. Every thought matters. And lately, you have been crossing their mind more than ever before. Sometimes they even stop in the middle of their day just because a sudden emotional feeling about you appears out of nowhere. Nobody around them notices it. But inside, their heart reacts instantly. That emotional pull is becoming stronger every single day. And they are slowly losing the ability to fight it. Do not skip. Because the next truth changes everything. Your soulmate secretly feels that something unfinished still exists between both of you. A conversation unfinished. An emotion unfinished. A connection unfinished. That feeling keeps returning to them repeatedly. Especially during quiet nights when their mind finally slows down. And during those moments, they start asking themselves questions they cannot answer anymore. What if this connection was never supposed to disappear? What if you were always meant to return emotionally into each other's lives? What if the emotions they tried ignoring were actually real all along? Those thoughts are becoming louder inside them now. Much louder. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because your soulmate is getting closer to an emotional breakthrough they never expected. The wall around their feelings is slowly cracking. Little by little. Day by day. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. Your soulmate no longer feels peace pretending they do not care. That phase is ending. Now, every emotion they buried is starting to rise back to the surface naturally. The memories. The attachment. The emotional connection. All of it. And the more they accept those feelings, the more they begin realizing something unforgettable. You were never just another person in their life. You became a feeling their heart could not replace. And soon, very soon, the emotional distance between both of you may begin changing in a way neither of you expected. Stay close. Because the next part reveals the emotional decision your soulmate may soon make, after holding their feelings inside for far too long. An emotional moment is approaching faster than your soulmate expected, and deep inside, they can already feel it coming. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has reached a point where pretending no longer feels easy. For a long time, they tried to stay emotionally distant. They tried to silence their feelings. They tried convincing themselves that your connection would slowly disappear with time. But instead, their emotions became stronger. More intense. More impossible to ignore. And now, every day feels different to them because of you. That is the hidden reason they suddenly seem so emotional lately. Your energy has quietly taken a permanent place inside their heart. And no matter how hard they try, they cannot remove it. Do not skip. Because the next truth may explain everything you have been feeling too. Recently, your soulmate started noticing emotional signs they cannot explain logically. Moments where they suddenly think about you for no reason. Moments where they feel your presence emotionally even when you are not near them. Moments where their heart reacts instantly the second your memory appears. At first, they ignored these feelings. But now they are starting to accept that this connection is different from anything they have experienced before. And that realization has changed them emotionally. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a secret emotional battle happening inside your soulmate right now. Part of them wants to keep hiding their feelings. But another part of them is tired of pretending. Tired of acting unaffected. Tired of carrying emotions they never truly released. Because the truth is, you still matter deeply to them. Far more than they ever admitted. And every time they try moving emotionally away from this connection, something inside them pulls them back toward you again. That emotional pull is becoming impossible for them to control now. Do not skip. The next revelation is something they are only beginning to understand themselves. Your soulmate recently realized that the strongest emotions in their life always lead back to you somehow. That shocked them. Because they never expected one person to leave such a lasting emotional impact on their heart. But now, your absence feels meaningful to them. Your silence feels noticeable. And your energy still feels emotionally alive inside their world. That realization created a powerful shift inside them. A shift they can no longer ignore. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because your soulmate is slowly approaching the emotional truth they feared the most. They are starting to understand that they may never stop caring about you completely. No matter how much time passes. No matter how much distance exists. No matter how much they try convincing themselves otherwise. Your connection continues returning emotionally into their heart again and again. And now, even they are beginning to wonder why this bond feels so impossible to break. There is something special about your energy that continues following them silently. Something unforgettable. Something rare. Something their heart still recognizes instantly. Do not skip. Because the final truth in this message changes everything. Your soulmate has been waiting for a sign emotionally. A reason to stop hiding. A reason to stop resisting what they truly feel. And lately, that emotional pressure inside them has become stronger than ever before. They are getting closer to opening their heart fully. Closer to honesty. Closer to accepting the truth they kept avoiding. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. Your soulmate's emotions were never random. They became emotional because your connection awakened something real inside them that nobody else could reach. A feeling they thought disappeared long ago. But now, it has returned stronger than ever. And soon, the emotional silence between both of you may finally begin breaking apart in a way neither of you expected. Something is changing. Something powerful. And your soulmate can feel it too. A hidden emotional realization is growing inside your soulmate right now, and they are no longer able to push it away. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate thought they understood their own emotions. They believed they could control what they felt. They believed silence would protect their heart. But lately, something unexpected has been happening. The more they try to ignore this connection, the stronger it becomes. And now they are beginning to realize that your presence in their life was never ordinary. It was meaningful from the very beginning. That truth is finally reaching their heart in a way they cannot escape anymore. Do not skip. Because the next revelation may explain why your soulmate suddenly feels emotionally overwhelmed. There are moments now where your soulmate quietly stops whatever they are doing, just because your memory suddenly appears in their mind. And when it happens, everything around them feels different for a few seconds. Their emotions shift instantly. Their thoughts slow down. And deep inside, they feel something they cannot explain with words. That emotional feeling keeps returning stronger every single day. Not fading. Not disappearing. Growing. And it scares them a little, because they never expected your connection to stay this powerful inside their heart. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has started noticing how empty certain moments feel without you emotionally connected to them. That realization hit them harder than expected. Because for a long time, they tried pretending they were completely okay. But now even they can see the truth. Your energy became part of their emotional world. And once someone reaches that place inside the heart, forgetting them becomes almost impossible. That is why your soulmate suddenly feels emotional at random times. Because their heart keeps revisiting feelings they tried burying long ago. Do not skip. Because the next truth changes everything between you and them. Your soulmate recently had a deep emotional thought they never shared with anyone. They wondered what would happen if they finally stopped fighting this connection. What would happen if they allowed themselves to feel everything honestly? What would happen if they finally admitted how important you truly are to them? That thought stayed in their mind for a long time. And ever since then, their emotions have become even stronger. Because deep inside, they already know the answer. You changed them emotionally in a way nobody else ever did. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because your soulmate is getting dangerously close to emotional honesty. The walls they built around their feelings are becoming weaker. Every memory weakens those walls. Every emotional moment weakens those walls. Every reminder of you weakens those walls. And slowly, their heart is reaching a point where hiding no longer feels possible. They are beginning to miss your energy openly inside themselves now. Not secretly. Not partially. Completely. That emotional truth is becoming impossible for them to deny anymore. Do not skip. The final revelation of this message is something your soulmate is only now beginning to understand. They once believed certain connections disappear forever. But your connection proved them wrong. Because no matter how much time passes, no matter how much silence exists, their emotions always return to you somehow. And now, they are starting to believe there may be a deeper reason behind that. A reason connected to timing. A reason connected to destiny. A reason connected to emotions they were always meant to face eventually. And soon, very soon, your soulmate may finally stop running from the feelings they have carried inside for so long. Because the emotional bond between both of you has become too powerful to ignore anymore. Something is about to change. And deep down, they can already feel it coming.